Hello, everybody. Welcome back up here. I hope this video you can kind of like have it over the next, talking about the next 6 months. I'm giving you the first 6 months of 2024, and there's gonna be a lot of things that I see it's coming for it. There's gonna be a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of changes, a lot of awakening, a lot of tests are coming, a lot of good positiveness is the same time. It is a test for the humanity awakening. With a lot of going on, a lot of be going on this 2024. That's why I decided to look at it. I wanted to make like a 1 year report, but there is so much. So I decided to split it into making it from January till June, and then from July, I'm gonna make it till the end of the year, till December. Overall, there's gonna be some shift in consciousness. We're gonna be beginning to see it as it's coming, especially with pretty soon with the ending of this retrograde season with Uranus. It's gonna be turning direct at the beginning. And now we are going to begin to see it that January specifically, those energies are going to be shifting consciousness fast. January is going to prepare us a very powerful setting up the stage. You need to understand that setting up the stage, it is laying down the ground for whatever it's coming. There's going to be a ground for new things, new beginnings, new situations, new things developed, a new union, new unifications in all areas of life. We're talking about merging with companies, talking about merging with people, merging with ideas. It's totally that merging that it's going to be coming into that energy of preparations is going to be coming in effects with a lot of internal processes that it's going to be coming in. That's going to be more coming in the central actually figure of this. In the first place, that will be a Pluto entering Aquarius. We are going to find out those things with the entering Aquarius because one of the sun is going to be moving into Gemini. In there, there's going to be a great Gemini season in there at the end of Taurus, beginning of Gemini, that we are going to have just beautiful blast as a humanity. A lot of incredible, powerful energies of let's be friends. And whoever is not friendly, they're going to have some challenges because Mars is not going to be giving things over with the situations. So to beginning officially within January, the Sun is going to be conjunction Pluto, and that is going to be set the things for growth and a mass awakening, deep down within authority transformations. To remind you, Pluto is the subconscious that turns to consciousness. He is also the secret God, is the hidden God within you. That is it, energies that it is one way or another create situations within your life that can be disturbing, destructive. But when you learn what they're destructive, you learn the lessons. At the same time, it is the subconscious portions where that comes in inside of you to it's like, what are you doing this? You think that's right? No, it's not. That is the subconscious within yourself that you self-correcting within yourself. In a sense, that energy is going to be coming so powerful, so strong. That is going to be leading those big transformations. This is going to be set up that time for within a lot of the astrologers going to be talking about Pluto's entering Aquarius. This is going to be basically kind of like a official entering of the age of Aquarius in the next 20 years period of time. And we're going to have this really deep awakening, really deep transformations. It began in about 2 years ago, so it's getting a lot more to go with this because Pluto is going to be moving slow to Aquarius. He's the slowest planet, but in January we're going to be preparing for this humanity transformations. A lot of transformation processes. A lot of it's going to comes in and prepare us for February. There's going to be some in February. The energies mainly is going to be focused of these conjunctions that's going to happen in February. This is going to be first of all the Sun. The authority is going to be walking with Pluto. Then it's going to be the Sun moving out of a Pluto. Venus and Mars is going to be entering there. Basically, your basic transformations that is going to be, and that unifications and consciousness. First of all, that unifications of consciousness is personal, but second of all is the consciousness between other feminine and masculine within yourself. But there's gonna be a test for this, and you gotta be tested if it's real within you or you just, oh, I know what I'm doing, or you really in the reality. I'm just pausing it here for a minute, guys, because there will be no games with those. Whoever is going to be is going to be. Whoever is not, Pluto's not going to have. Yeah, there is no mercy on him because this is going to be a time of. Some of you may be going to feel it later on, but this is going to be that energy of like you can't fake evolution, you cannot fake things, you cannot do it. The evolution has no mercy when it comes. It's to itself evolving in there. You're gonna be evolve or keep repeating, and a lot of the people who's gonna be keep repeating the same situations, and since this is a deep consciousness in there, those deep consciousness is gonna comes in. But if you're not using your deep consciousness, it's like to be truthfully honest and taking the new path of the Aquarius, the new age, you're gonna find out a lot of things gonna be disappear. A lot of things gonna be demolished. A lot of unifications is gonna be fading out. A lot of the companies who are united, they're gonna be like, you know what, we can't do this. You're hurting the business. We have to split. We can't do these things anymore. I see it in the global stage. There's gonna be this breakaway patterns. It's like, what is it going on? I have to follow, but that leads to my destructions, or that leads to my suffering. What I have to go ahead and do it within this. There's gonna be some pretty tough, crazy things that's gonna happen, but that's what it is. It's gonna be a testing the strength within yourself, the strength of the things inside of you, how strong your psyche is, how strong did you really change of the reality inside of you, your perfect, perfect reality. So with that being set in there, for where put it in there. Was missing paper. Okay, so since it's this, I'm gonna be talking to you really with real energy that comes in. about March. Quick, looking at my notes in there, but it's much better with this. Now I understand for what I said in there about the test. The test for the divine masculine and feminine, it's coming. That is going to be the time where Mars and Venus, they're going to be traveling through Aquarius, but they're going to be squaring equally Jupiter and Uranus. The universe, as I said before, it's not going to let you go and do things in there. It's the same thing. But through that toughness that it's going to be coming, and it's going to come in the toughest unifications of energies out of them. Surviving, surpassing all this, that is going to be, I'm talking about this is going to be a March 3rd energy timing. Later on, that energy is going to be continue going on, but in the week after that, Venus is going to be coming and going, moving into Pisces. We are going to have a interesting Pisces season because we're going to have Saturn, Moon, Neptune, Sun, Mercury, Pisces. It's going to be a stellium. This is going to be a time of the mystery reveals. Together with that, the energy of Pluto towards all that pack that it's going to be in there, there's going to be a self-awareness within the mystery. Some mystery ways, you're learning mystery information all of a sudden. You're learning things beyond your understanding. You're finally getting to the point of where you live, what do you live, what is going on this earth, what is going on this planet, what is your part of this world. And there's going to be a lot of awakening of the wrongdoing things to become the right doing things. And there's going to be some challenges. There's going to be a lot of authority within all this, because when it comes to the end, it requires something new. The old that does not serve purpose is going to be challenged in that. Talking about this because afterwards, later on, we're talking about March 17. Venus is entering Pisces, is going to be close with Saturn. We're talking about unifications of the Sun with Neptune, who is still at Pisces energies, but they're going to be sextiling Pluto. These transformations that are going to come in, they're going to be ruled by Pluto. That mysterious ways, you are going to find out all of a sudden, somebody said, like, a lot of whistleblowing will come in, a lot of hidden secrets is going to be coming in, a lot of situations that you did not know, you learned, and so on. And at the same time, there's going to be some energies of let's keep this down, let's keep this, let's be quiet, let's get in there, but there's nothing you cannot for it, because Mercury is going to be coming in into Aries. Mercury entering Aries. We're going to have a Mercury retrograde in Aries in there. That's going to be beginning of that period. And he's going to be passing through the North Node and Chiron. This is going to be a very self-healing. This is also going to be leading to a portions of a lot of the people. They're going to be like, can't do this job. If they don't pay me that amount of money so I can sustain myself, there is no point for me to work. There's going to be a lot of awakening that people have to learn. There's got to be equality into these positions, is because it's about me. It's about these energies that we need to do with me. And it's going to be ruled by Uranus and Jupiter. They are in Taurus, about the material situations. If you don't sustain yourself, how would you perform in the material world? It's not going to happen. And during March, talking about this, is going to be a March 17 energy. In there, that energy is going to come in and really packing it up. It's going to be for a good purpose. Later on, we're talking about the Mars is going to be entering Pisces. This is gonna bring that masculine energy. It's like, okay, let me go find these deep investigations, see what is behind the veil. Let me go in there. I finally getting the point of my wrongdoings, but also see how my wrongdoings is because of the things that I did not know. The question is why I don't know. That is gonna lead into a lot of triggers when this is in Pisces, but overall March is gonna be great, incredible month with this portions of those energies they are going to be. And at the same time, we have Venus Saturn conjunctions, but they are sextiling Uranus into Jupiter. We finally find the last pieces of the puzzles that you're putting together for a new beginning to comes in. You're gonna find out that new beginnings they're gonna be very powerful. They're gonna be very intense. For some of you who are resisting to change, you don't have the courage to change, you're gonna facing the limitations, and those people who are refusing to change are gonna be going to war. That could be a war from internal within itself, self limitations within the mysteries. All this, all new age of Aquarius, all these things, all these bogus and so on and so on. Just because I cannot really have the courage to look at it than me, is going to lead to a lot of internal restrictions, self-sabotage. That can lead to a things that is going to be nothing but destructive. I'm talking about Mars and Saturn, one of their conjunctions. Those two usually talking about the secret wars. We're talking about wars behind the veil, but at the same time, the secret enemies will be revealed. And during that in Pisces, you need to understand nothing gets hidden. Everything is known. And that's how pretty much March will end. All right, so talking about April, there is a lot of going on in April. We're going to have some Venus, Mercury, Chiron. Mercury is going to become a retrograde. That's going to be around the first week of April. That's going to be at the Node Union. That entering of Venus entering Aries and the Moon following into that positions, we are going to have this is going to be a 6 points of Aries. That stellium that we had at Pisces is going to be to Aries in there, and with the new moon that it's going to be in Aries, that energy right there, mother father situations and internal reconfigurations inside of it. That's going to be intuition and authority. And through that period of time, all those energies, they're going to be squaring Pluto. You can't go forward if you are not knowing what you're doing going forward. You can't perform. You're gonna be lost. You're gonna be feeling like, what is it going on? Why these things doesn't work? Why that doesn't work? How can I not be in this? It's a lot of triggers from the past. You're talking about Chiron in there. Your wounds is gonna be coming out. We are talking about Mercury retrograde. It's gonna be shifting your consciousness to look within yourself. We're talking about new moon that's gonna be in Aries. We're talking about the same point. There's gonna be the North Node, the destiny that it's there. You have unfinished business from before. You're gonna be asked to really cleanse. And on the top of everything, we have Venus that's coming in out of the rebirth indica cycle at Pisces, begin the new rebirth in Aries. It's like the Venus is like, I want that new love. I came here to do this. I came to get changes. I came in. This is gonna be a really revolution time uh, for all this. Why? Because the first degrees of Aries, they're in sextile with the first degrees of Aquarius. and it's Pluto there. And Pluto is going to be okay. That's these deep transformations within. But at the midpoint of Aries begin to have squaring. And you're going to be finding out that those energies there, they're going to be tough. And yeah, later on, I'm talking about specifically, I wrote it here, cheat sheet. In April 10th, we're going to have a lot of unifications. Mars and Saturn, as I said, this is going to be interesting with this. We have a Mercury retrograde with Chiron. Basically, those things, when it comes in, there's going to be some triggers up into your, as much as you can handle. So don't expect too much, but it's good. It's good because changes, evolution is good. And after you pass in at this, or an April 19, we are going to have a Venus Mercury retrograde, the North Node and the Chiron, and we're going to have Jupiter and Uranus conjunction. We're talking about growth within the universe and all these beautiful growths in there that you do it to yourself, because this is a self energies of Aries. I'm taking a charge of me. That's going to be this new moon that is with that positions. And then we are going into May. Just see if I missed something. And May is going to be rebirth, rebirth of a lot of things. A lot of positiveness comes in with this. There, the beginning, Mars is going to be enter Aries. For some, this is going to be a revolutions up into as max as I can get. This is going to be rebirthing of the courage, rebirthing of new life, rebirth of the warrior, rebirth of all this. Finally, I got it, what my limitations are. I learned everything. I'm beginning a new life. I'm beginning a new era of humanity. This is going to be very interesting, because later on the Sun, Venus, Jupiter, they're going to be entering Gemini, and they're going to be trining Pluto. During their trines, we are going to have trines from Pluto towards the unifications of Uranus and Jupiter, and within that movement with this powerful energies. Just to know that May and June, this is going to be a great time in there. But in May, we'll have Pluto who's going a lot of new things to be learned. So basically, what you are going to learn, Pluto is going direct, and now it's going to that point. He's going to be almost at 2 degrees of Aquarius. He's going to turn retrograde. He's going to shift us back into the edge of ending Capricorn. We're talking about this is going to be a lot of public service, governors, governments, and so on. If they have not fixed themselves of proper things to do it, to take the humanity to the next level, there's going to be some lessons for things that are not aligned with the evolution, with humanity. And this is one of the things maybe is going to be comes out to some of the people with working within this kind of like environment. I'm expecting there's going to be some whistleblowers, or expecting a lot of really things coming out on the surface that has been in there. Basically, the truth to be found. And that's how you're going to grow. You need to understanding your truth. It's going to be interesting here. Interesting. And finally, when we're talking about this, May 19, Mars is going to join the North Node of that positions in there. But Venus, the Sun, joining this Uranus, Jupiter, and the Sun conjunction is going to be helping with everything that goes on. Pretty much there will be no negative aspects in there except Mercury, who's in Taurus, squaring Pluto. You are talking about negative about the spiritual processes of the transformations. You are basically going to be rejected. Sure. That is the only negative aspect, guys. That doesn't happen very often. So May and June, guys, work on you for a better future for all of us. All right, and talking about moving it forward within June, give you a one particular date, which is May 26th. Mars is going to be coming together with Chiron. We have a Venus, the Sun conjunctions. It's entering Gemini. That it's going to be trining Pluto in there. And since it's Mercury moving forward, there's going to be some time in the next day, which is going to be the 27th. The moon is going to join Pluto. Beautiful intuition, love, certain changes, authorizations of certain changes, growth, and the universe supporting everything. Only thing won't be supported. That is it going to be Mars. Mars is going to be conjunction of Chiron, and that is going to be squaring Pluto. So basically, it's going to be asking you for one thing. It's very important, guys. When you killed your demons, don't make new ones. Don't replace your old demons with new demons. Transmuting that energy. Create something beautiful. Just because someone is fighting with their demons, you don't have to go there in the fight with your demons. Just let the people find their demons there. You can't help them. They have to learn to win that fight themselves, to change themselves, to have this powerful awakening from within. What are they doing themselves? This is why this beginning of this Aries season is going to be kicking a butt. Okay, it's going to be a kick in the butt. All right, so talking about later on at June, this is going to be interesting positions because the moon is going to be entering Aries in there. It's going to be joining Mars and Chiron. The intuition is going to be talking. It's like, don't make a demons. Okay, don't make a demons. Four. So we are gonna have like the first 10 days Gemini in there. Well, it's not gonna be the first day, but it's gonna be the first days, 10 days of June. We are gonna have Venus, the Sun, Mercury, and Jupiter and Gemini, supported by Pluto. Okay, Mars is still gonna be under the pressures of everything. And as I said, if you do the wrong fights, the wrong things, the wrong situations, Pluto will be no mercy. It's gonna be talking to your soul that you cannot hide from it. Can't zip it up the soul within you. Otherwise, you listen your ego is gonna be all the time in fight. And this thing is gonna be for the right purpose. And talking about the pretty much the ending of the Gemini season, that's going to be on June 16th. We are going to have Venus, Mercury, and the Sun conjunctions in there, in divine powers with Pluto. We all have to learn to be our friends. You have to learn to be a friend to yourself. You have to learn the things from And this friendliness is going to be comes in, and it's going to bring a very positive changes. Because at the end of the gym, it is the beginning of Cancer, because the next day, which is going to be the next few days in there, we're going to have interesting moments. What is actually on the next day, the Mercury and Venus entering Cancer. And what we're talking about, that is the enter of the divine operations, there of the divine feminine. You to be ready to help, be ready for this positions under the divine order within. And when the sun is going to be joining in there, Mars is going to become to sextile Venus, the sun, and Mercury. Is finally Mars is going to begin to understand, cannot fight, cannot create more demons, cannot fight in this fighting mode as Aries doesn't serve purpose, really doesn't serve purpose. And interesting moments is gonna be at the 24th of June. That is gonna be when the Moon and Pluto is gonna come together at the Aquarius. Very powerful energy towards all this. And Cancer, we have Mercury, we have Venus, we have the Sun. The same time, those are gonna be a trines towards Jupiter or enter Gemini. It's gonna be a trines towards Uranus there. Powerful stuff, guys. Powerful awakening. And talking about this ending of June is going to be pretty interesting because of June 26, 27. Mars is going to be released from Pluto. During that heavy period of Mars, you're learning your lessons to not create new demons. You're going to be into entering and create what you have to create. Why? You have the moon coming together with Saturn, who are right now sextiling, and there is no negative aspects towards anything. We have Neptune, who is sitting there at the edge of Pisces, beginning of Aries. Is like, yeah, I can give you the visions for the new life, but not yet. Some of you have things to do. Some of you have things to realize. Some of you still have to wait. Some of you still have to learn lessons. Some of you still have to get this. We're going to find out in 2 years when they move in. Saturn and Neptune, they're going to be moving together. This is going to be a lot of new visions, new clarifications, passing thresholds, setting up a new learnings, rebirth. This is going to be the resurrections. And a lot of new spirits is going to be coming here. Powerful teachers, because Saturn is the teacher. Saturn in the first degrees of Aries. I actually said like resurrections of Jesus coming out. And there. This is going to be powerful energies, and you have to be ready for this. You have to understand within yourself. Everything is about family, because currently with that time to June, we're going to have this magical stuff that are going to be for us. And to end the June energy there, and we have the moon that it's going to be coming into Taurus. Currently, there's going to be Pluto, Saturn is going to become in a retrograde energies, and Mars is going to begin to do this beautiful building. It's on Earth where the feminine built the family preparations within itself. need to understand Mars in Taurus. You cross the path to them, you don't do that. But you're loyal to them. Loyal to you. And this is gonna be one of the loyalty that's gonna be bring. But we have loyalty from you to your own self. And that is gonna become questioning the warrior piece in all areas of life, guys. All right, that's all I had for you. Hopefully this report helped you, but the greatest awakening, it's here, it's coming. All right, guys, see you later.